on this diffusion of innovation thing I was just telling you about, Peter, is there's this one of the core concepts in that is that there are innovators and then early adopters, early majority, late majority, and skeptics, and so not everybody adopts a new idea or innovation at the same time. But kind of implicit in that is that if you try to force a new idea or innovation on everybody at the same time, there are going to be some people who are just not ready for that in a very emotional and hardcore way. So I think that is probably what we're seeing, is that it's not even close to the majority. It may be 5 to 10, 15%. I bet you those people are overwhelmingly concentrated in that kind of maybe that skeptics range on the diffusion of innovation spectrum.
Sure, sure. Okay, so
but we work mainly with early adopters.
yeah,
And it's a good reason for that, because if you're going to test out a new product, it is pointless to test it out on anyone other than early adopters, because they're the ones who are going to adopt it first.
right.
And the way new ideas percolate into the marketplace or innovations is that people who aren't the earliest adopters, they wait to hear from those who have adopted first about what do they say about the product and what do they like about it.
Sure.
And along those lines, we found some surprising things out with electric cars.
What would that be?
Well, we did a diffusion of innovation based research survey with our participants who have electric cars, and we had 69 respondents. So out of 73, we had a great level of response. And we asked a pretty extensive list of questions targeted to finding out that question of, because most people don't buy a new innovation until they've heard about it from someone they know and trust, well, what are people saying about electric cars after they've had them for a year? So we first asked, well, why did you get your electric car? So number one answer, unsurprisingly, was wanted to do something good for the environment. The number two reason, again, unsurprisingly, was wanted to save money on gasoline. So we said, okay, now you've had your car for a while. What is it you like best about your electric car and that you tell other people about it the most? Number one, it's fast. Number two, it's quiet. Environment did not make the respondents of any 69, and only one of 69 said, I'm saving money on gas. Now, there's a couple of big implications, one of which is all the marketing campaigns on electric cars and all the policy messages are on things that are different from what people who have them are telling their friends and neighbors. It doesn't mean don't talk about the environmental benefit of electric cars. That's an important part of product messaging, because our products are reflections of our values and aspirations, right?
Sure.
But probably add in the fact that these things are sports cars that are really quiet, because that's also appealing to a hell of a lot of people, right? And then but a second part of that is there have been a couple of the car companies at least have actually degraded the speed of their electric cars, and then others have been talking or have put in artificial noise to make the car louder, thereby undermining the two most popular features of the electric car.
Yeah, yeah, very interesting.